What up guys, welcome to another After Effects tutorial. Today I will show you a psychedelic text animation that also is part of the pack of the kinetic visuals pack in masterfx.com. It's more than 50 elements to design and create visuals for any production, and you can find it in the description box or in masterfx.com. So let's get started with this tutorial. We need to make a new composition. Click on this button and choose any resolution you want. In this case 180p, and set the name to Psychedelic. Okay, hit OK, and now click on the text tool and click on the composition and write wherever you want, maybe Master FX. Okay, now we need to get this text centered, and if you don't see this align panel, go to window and click on align. So in the align panel, click on align horizontally and vertically. This text needs to be precomposed. We cannot apply effects to this text layer, so click Ctrl Shift C and make this precomposition as text. Click OK and enter the precomp and click outside the composition settings and set the height the same as the size of the text. In this case is 150 pixels, so click on 150 pixels height. Return to the psychotext, click on the effect and go to channel, and next go to shift channels. This works to extract only one channel. Okay, so in the red channel click on full off, in the green one, and just left the blue and the alpha on. We are using the effects and presets panel to apply the effects, and click on type CC repeat tile. Apply it, and in this case we need to the text appear just later, maybe 12 frames later, and just a second later click on expand down and expand up, advance one frame with page down, and drag the value to reveal the next text. Move around 12 frames forward, and here click on the letter U and make a keyframe, just a keyframe, not modify these values, just a keyframe, and advance one more keyframe and increase again these values. Hit play, appears and multiplies. Okay, the next effect is a CC Radial Blur, Radial Fast Blur. This is just a blur, and in this case, in the amount, maybe 10 is work. The next effect is a glow, a little glow in stylized glow. Apply, but apply it before the fast radial blur. And in this case, in the radius, maybe increase it to 100. And the intensity maybe 0.2. Just play with the settings. Anything that feels right, leave it. And final, we need to add turbulent displays, and set the amount to maybe 10 and the size to 40. The complexity on 2, and for the evolution, since this is not an animated effect, we need to animate, so click on the evolution stopwatch but holding Alt. and this opens the expression field and type time times 100. This way, this value is the value of the time multiplied by 100. So every time is changing. Okay. Duplicate the text layer, and the next one, click on the transfer mode to screen, and in the channels change turn off the blue and turn on the green, and just randomly change the values of the glow, maybe 80, and the values of the turbulent displays, maybe here 3 and 300. So if you can see, this is a little variation that creates that RGB effect. Okay, and now click on duplicate this, Control D. Also turn off the green and turn on the red. If you can see, now the text is white again. Here is the same, maybe 120, and here 0, and here maybe 500. This is all the variation, maybe here in complexity 8, and now all this is set to start the distortion. Now click on layer and create an adjustment layer, and this layer is starting from the last transformation here, maybe a little bit later, just here, and apply a bulk effect. Apply it, and this creates a displacement around a shape, a circular shape. So in the horizontal radius, increase it also the vertical radius, wherever you want is fine. And for the bulk height, click on a negative value, maybe -1 is work. And for the taper, click on go to the start of the layer and click on a keyframe, make a keyframe on each one, and the height and the taper, and go to the end of the composition, increase this value, maybe -2, and increase the taper radius, maybe 500. So this is what we have so far. And now click on the adjustment layer and Control D, drag the composition, the layer, I'm sorry, and in this case we need to apply another effect, an optics compensation effect. Go to the first frame of the layer, click on field of view, and in the last frame of the layer, increase this value, maybe 150. The text is getting smaller because we forgot to check this reverse lens distortion. So if you hit on check, you can see the distortion, and maybe increase it more until the text disappear here. Okay, and now we have the transition, and maybe we can go further and apply a transform effect before the optics compensation. And in this case, when the optics compensation is getting heavy, click on the rotation and go to the last frame of the layer and set it to 90 degree, and click on the letter U, select these two keyframes and go to the graph editor. Select these two keyframes and click on ease. Drag this value for the rotation start slow and then go really fast. And this is the result. Maybe add a new adjustment layer, new adjustment layer, and a glow, stylized glow. Let me get out of the graph editor and adjust the glow. Maybe decrease the threshold, increase the radius, and decrease the intensity, maybe 0.2. And there you go. What do you think? Well guys, I hope you find this tutorial useful. Remember that you help me a lot if you share and subscribe to the channel. Also, here's my social media. If you want a tutorial, you can ask there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.